I'm proud of the Phoenix Suns for giving up 2 games and coming down here and doing some real basketball diplomacy in Mexico City. So I'm a huge Suns fan, and obviously I've made building bridges with Mexico a high priority for me during my time as mayor. So down here to support the Phoenix Suns, and I'm really proud of what they have done, not only this year, but what they've done to support the local Latino community when they wore those awesome Los Suns jerseys when there were some very tense political times. And if you look at the history of this franchise, they've always been a little bit ahead of the curve when it comes to international affairs. They had a Mexican player on their team before anyone else did. They even had an international player from Eastern Europe years ago.
Is there a chance that the Suns could become Mexico's team? We know that they have a great affinity for Texas-based teams and the NBA teams there. What about Phoenix Suns becoming Mexico's favorite NBA team?
Well, look, it's important that we market our community and our sports franchises down here. So I don't know if we're going to end up being the #1 team, but we want to be among the most popular teams because tourism from Mexico is big business. 100,000 jobs already exist in Arizona due to trade with Mexico. It's our #1 trading partner. So efforts like this with the team coming down here is a lot of fun, but it also sends a message just how important this relationship is to the future of Phoenix and the future of Arizona. The Diamondbacks in downtown Phoenix is really important, not just for now, but for the long term. So lock the lawyers out of the room because they're kind of in litigation mode right now. Bring the principals together. There is a reasonable solution. Everyone's going to need to compromise. City of Phoenix is ready and willing and able to be part of the solution. We're not going to spend any taxpayer money, but you know what else? Downtown's hot, and there's some development opportunities on site that might help entice the team to stay for an even longer period of time. Phoenix has obviously become a much bigger and broader sports city with all 4 major sports franchises, sports leagues having franchises in Phoenix, but I'll always have a soft spot in my soul for the Phoenix Suns, because when you grow up with them and you have your best memories sitting around the radio in my living room listening to Al McCoy call the games and my dad and I are high-fiving each other. It wasn't even on TV, it was just on the radio. I will always love this franchise. So now that I'm mayor, least I can do is come down and support them when they're engaging in these very important diplomatic efforts, because they're not only going to come here and put on a great show on the basketball floor, but there'll be kids here in Mexico City who will now fall in love with basketball because they met Alan Williams or they met Eric Bledsoe and have a chance to have a clinic down here, just like I had a clinic at the Christown YMCA and Alvin Adams would come over and teach us to play basketball. Those same connections will happen because of these games. These games actually matter.